Wow, we haven't seen half of these. Maybe there is still a lot left. I thought we were almost done with this, the whole, like, show. Thanks to the resub, Artichoke and Doorbell. Looks like I was very wrong.
My name is Ronald Rutan.
Sounds like a superhero name.
I got busted for a string of burglaries and possession of drugs.
God, he looks like the world's most degenerate porn star. Like that uncle that you never want to see again.
So it's where they put all the hardcore prisoners. I'm talking killers and mass murderers.
Oops.
I've survived so far by keeping my head down and making myself useful. I work in the kitchens, recycling cans and boxes. It's a good job. I can get hold of food to sell.
Oh, sorry, I was on the phone there for a second. Thanks to the Prime, Corey, and the resub Heartline.
It makes my life a lot easier.
Hey, Mikey. Hey, Ronnie.
Ronnie was a very, very quiet guy. He was just trying to stay under the radar, so...
Oh, former inmate. He got out?
Yeah, I got some.
I thought he was a neo-Nazi, but I guess not.
You can get anything you want in some
Thanks to the resub, Travis. And the tier 1, Charles.
It was just a matter of knowing the right person or the right guard.
I know a lot of people from selling Bruno. Jailhouse wine that I make.
Pleasure.
He makes his own wine? That's
So far,
moonshiner
safe
shit
for the
right
gangs.
there.
But I'm not sure for how much longer.
The prison was extremely violent. On a daily basis,
Thanks to the
you could see
Prime
gang
Domo.
confrontations, struggles for areas of control.
I haven't played RuneScape in a while,
Once or
man.
twice a week, there may be a stabbing.
That was a hard fucking prison. Thanks to the Prime Lord.
The intensity level was pretty close to overwhelming.
I can't bear the thought of spending 19 years of my life in this hellhole. I gotta get out of here. Live my life on a beach. I decide I have to escape. But it ain't gonna be easy.
I'm gonna take a guess at the method he uses.
And officers in the towers
He's
are
going to go through the
instructed
vents
to
and go over the
kill
fence, just like the
anyone
last
breaching
guys.
The exterior of that facility. There was one mobile unit. He had both a handgun and a rifle, and he was always
That's my guess.
moving. As the administrator of the facility, I would be bold enough to say that no one was going to get out of that place.
I sucked fat cock twice. Fuck yeah, man, up high.
Studying the prison routine.
Nice.
Looking at who
Thanks to the
comes in
Prime,
and
G.
out.
Brelson.
Then I find a weakness. I help the guy.
Luckily, we just got an order of
55
uranium.
gallon drums. I notice the guard never checks inside them.
Is he just gonna climb into one of them?
I ask the guy who loads the drums.
Get carried out?
So, what do you think the chances are somebody could escape in one of those?
Not too good, bud. You'd either suffocate or get caught at the gate. Later.
Just a hypothetical, I'm not
Probably
thinking
right,
about it.
But that doesn't put me off escaping.
Thanks to the Prime
I figure
Joker.
I need a better alternative.
Hey,
It leads to me meeting Frank Vandiver.
I heard you talking there.
Is that Seth MacFarlane? No. The guy pretending to be him looks exactly
Seriously,
like Seth
man?
MacFarlane.
I've never really talked to him before, so don't know if I can trust him.
Well, you let me know if you are. Frank, by the way.
Ron.
Nice to meet you, Ron.
Yeah. You too.
Don't forget to watch Family Guy. How can this be
Can't
legit
trust
if they
anyone
have
else,
it all on?
But I'm intrigued, so I decide to check him out.
I don't know if you're making a joke, if you're perhaps very young or maybe delusional, but this is not exactly the footage of them escaping.
One of his clients'
It is a
accounts was a little bit
reenactment
light, and he
based
saw
on how they got
he
out.
could rectify that by killing a man.
This guy is an inmate, though.
He also
Was.
tells me that on the outside, Frank was a cross-dresser who liked to wear women's clothes.
And it didn't look like that type of person. He was just, you know, what we call a square. You know, he was a guppy thrown into the shark pool.
Is that going to be crucial to their escape? He just seduces guards?
I don't care if he wears women's clothes. All that matters to me is if he can be trusted. From asking around, I get no red flags, so figure Frank is okay.
What are you asking him? Is Frank good at escaping?
Hey man, how's it going? Good.
But more importantly, I learn he gives stock tips to guards for favors.
This one's looking really good.
Who the fuck would take stock advice from a prisoner?
And that was one way that he stayed on.
As if the prisoner wants you to make money while you're keeping them there in their shit like that.
Places around the prison that he
Oh yeah, you should invest all your money in what is the rubber band animals?
Frank could be
Yeah, it's on the come up.
I've joined the ranks UU with a urethral swab because
Oh,
I was
God.
pissing blood and now
Soon
they
enough,
my gene
we talk some
colonoscopy because of GI issues. Fuck.
Oh god, I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, I've thought more about it.
Yeah. Because I'm definitely leaving.
Frank's plan.
I'm sorry to tell you Santa's not real, Rick, yeah, but it's not live.
And
Unfortunately.
both of the fences. It sounds simple, but breaking out of here is a big deal.
And how do you plan to cut through those?
I think I know a guy who can get some blades.
I decide
Thanks to the
there
Prime,
and then if he
Airy
got the
Bags.
hacksaw blades. I'm in. The way Frank gets the blades is pretty smart. One of the guards he gives stock tips to owes him.
So he gives him a hacksaw and a gun and a bar of soap.
Tricks him into bringing in a pair of sneakers. The guard thinks he's just doing him a favor.
I believe Vanderveer could be manipulative. Many times people make the mistake
Thanks for the Prime
of
magic.
underestimating inmates. That's one of the things that you had to just be wary of.
Love you,
with
Charlie.
Vanderveer.
Gotta go soon, my man. Have a good night.
Show ya.
Get back on RuneScape.
Take it easy, King Ass Ripper. And I just don't have any
The
RuneScape
guard
goals
had
right
no
now except
idea
Monkey Nuts.
there were blades hidden inside the shoes.
1 and 2.
Now I know this is gonna happen.
You got a place to keep those?
Yeah, I know a spot.
I hide them in an access hatch in the trash room. The blades will get us through the bars, but we still have to get through 2 fences. Getting hold of something in a maximum security prison that can do that is gonna be tough. First chance I get, I talk to a guy I know.
Some cutters.
Alright, jerk him off
He
for
says he
stock
might be able
advice.
to get hold of a pair, but they're gonna cost me $125.
What? Where the fuck are you getting $125 in
People
prison?
get killed in here for less,
Got the money?
but money is Frank's business.
Yes, I do.
Good job.
The guy doesn't let me down.
Thanks, man.
God damn.
I don't ask where he got him from.
Hopefully none of the guards check the mac and cheese.
Now I've got to get him back.
They're in
to
for
the
a rude
kitchens.
fucking surprise with the pliers.
The way inmates transported items
Why aren't
from one
koalas
location to
actual
another
bears?
was through
They
the
don't
use of
meet the
food cars.
qualifications.
It was one huge problem.
It's very
for me.
cute. Thank you, Clean.
Good to go.
But also, that was a common way that we caught inmates with trying to smuggle things.
Hold up. Arms up.
The carts we
Is
moved
this a Nintendo Switch in your
through
butthole?
the metal detectors.
How many times do I have to
but
tell
are
you?
sometimes searched by the guards.
Thanks for the resub, S-Fam.
True. Go.
If the cutters are found, The escape is over.
Come through. Good. Wait up, though.
Oh, I'm sending a tactical text.
But then he does something that nearly makes my heart stop.
He eats the food. He promptly gets tetanus.
Wait up, though.
I'm fighting to look calm. The guard is getting closer and closer to the cutters.
Hey! I've got an urgent order for some coffee for the warden. He needs it now!
See, like, I just don't believe that happened.
Alright, send him through. Okay, go.
Yeah, it just that
Relief
just
sweeps
didn't
over
fucking
me.
happen.
It was a close call.
Go.
Once I get the cutters into the trash room, I hide them with the blades. I hope they'll get us through the fence.
Why was the guitar teacher arrested? For fingering a
We
minor.
use our rec time to check out the prison security
Ah,
and come up with a
thanks,
plan.
Dirty. Quite the war.
We
Thanks
work
for
out
the
best
prime
time to escape is
Trinity.
after the kitchens get quiet in the
Oh,
evening.
it's not Trinity.
But before the final count at 9:30.
Trinitromethanol
For the escape to work,
Trinitro-methylbenzene.
timing is going to be crucial.
Got a tower here and here to contend with.
Thanks for the reset, Potato.
We need to cut through the bars of the trash room window, then get into the yard. We gotta run the 40 yards to the perimeter, avoiding the armed guards in the towers. Then we have to cut through 2 fences and avoid being seen by the mobile patrol that continually circles the prison. We still gotta run 5 miles to the town, steal a car, and start heading to New York before the count at 9:30. All of this in just a couple of hours.
Ain't gonna be easy.
Which is why we asked one of the guards, who I give stock advice to, if he could give us a golf cart to traverse it a little bit faster. He said yes.
Here's a knife.
I use a knife to recycle cans.
Thanks to the resub relatable.
I get it from a guard. And the rule is, I'm locked in when I use it. That gives us an hour a night without being disturbed. But there's a problem. There's a window in the door, so guards can see what we're doing. We can also be seen from outside.
What do you call a marine in boot camp? A submarine.
While I'm working,
Thanks, Chug.
I have an idea.
A banger.
I take the boxes I'm supposed to recycle and stack them into a wall. Now
Wouldn't
we've got
that look a
blind
little
spot.
suspicious?
No one can see what we're doing.
What are the prisoners doing in there? Oh shit, I can't see. They built it like Legos in there.
So we use a similar trick on the loading dock. We stack drums on top of each
Oh,
other.
I guess
to
maybe if
block
they
the
just
view of
block
the
off
window.
both.
Good enough?
Yeah, that's good.
With the drums stacked, the guards can't see us cutting.
How nice of the prisoners
Finally,
to
we
build
make
these
a start
battle
on the
forts. Good on them.
I'm watching. Let's go.
It's tough going and real noisy.
What's wrong?
It's really loud.
So Frank comes up with a smart idea to use vegetable oil to make the cutting smoother and quieter.
Damn, Frank. That's smart.
It's all going well until I realize our time is nearly up and notice that the cuts are too obvious.
One more. What do you get when you cross a
these
dyslexic, an
cuts.
insomniac, and an agnostic? Someone who lays awake at night wondering if there is a dog.
What do you want to do?
Thanks,
Come up with
Clean.
something.
Come on, hurry up.
In the zone now, baby.
Let's go.
Hide the blades.
I get some peanut butter, and smeared on the cut mark.
Why would that work?
It's a good match. But I'm not sure it'll stand up if the guard looks too closely.
Alright. Hey, you guys having a peanut butter party in here? Why is there peanut butter all over the window? And I wasn't invited. What the fuck? You guys know I love peanut butter.
In the day, we go about our normal routine. At night, when we get locked into the trash room, we go back and cut a little more.
Yeah, I guess if it's really like
By the
old
second night,
bars.
we're nearly through the first bar.
But I've never seen bronze
We
bars
can't
on
go all the way
anything.
through. We'll cut the rest when we leave. While we cut, I ask Frank.
So what are we gonna do when we get to New York?
He tells me there's a guy there that owes him 25
Thanks for the
grand.
resub,
Get some
kiddo.
passports, and then we're off to Mexico.
Mexico.
We'll live like kings.
It's nice to imagine.
Sand, beaches.
Women.
Drug cartel.
Then, disaster strikes. Before I've got a chance to react, the guard opens the door.
Room search.
My heart nearly stops. This don't look good.
No, officer, I'm just rubbing peanut butter on the bars. What are you doing?
Drop the knife.
I need to stop the guards from seeing what's going on behind the stack of boxes.
Let me get some of this out of your way here, guys.
Move up to step aside.
But they walk into the room. I turn my head, expecting the worst. I can't believe my eyes. There's nothing out of place.
That doesn't look suspicious?
But we're not in the clear yet. They begin to search the room. The guard walks towards the window.
He smells peanut butter.
If he removes the cardboard, he'll see the cuts in the bars.
Pruno. He's got Pruno.
A guard has found a jug of prison liquor.
Where'd you get
This just does not. This didn't happen. It didn't happen.
Must have come out the trash.
So what do you make
He
prison
takes
wine
it and
out
leaves.
of? Poop and grapes?
I breathe a big sigh of relief. Over the next week, we spent every night cutting until we were almost through all of the bars.
Oh yeah? What's the best part about sex with 28-year-olds?
Finally, the
There
night
are
of the
20 of
escape
them.
arrives.
Damn.
There you go.
I've got a whole swarm of butterflies in my stomach. I get to work on the last section of the bars.
This could take a while.
It's taking far longer than we thought.
I really would be curious to know exactly how much of this reenactment is accurate. Like if this was their actual
Finally,
escape.
we get through one of the bars.
Or how much of it is true to their escape. Because
Just
obviously a
before the
lot of
guard
it's
returns to
embellished by
collect the
the
knife.
people.
Now it's time to go.
Thanks for the
We
resub,
gotta move
Yeti.
fast. The last count is in just an
Ketchup
hour
and
30.
fruit left in
we've
warmth
got a
for a
lot to
month will
do.
make Pruno. Wow.
Come on, come on.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
I take a couple pieces of pipe to use as extensions on the cutters to give them more leverage. I bend the final bar upwards and out. I go first and wait for Frank. We could be discovered at any moment. We can't do much about it now. We're committed.
Thanks for the resub. All anime is hentai.
We duck down and wait for the right moment. We make a run for it. I keep low and run as fast as I can.
Yeah, I've watched Kenny vs.
My
Spinny.
heart is beating hard. I put the pipes on the handles.
Come on, watching. Just go. Okay. Alright, we got this.
I ease the jaws of the cutters around the first link and squeeze as hard as I can.
Come on.
They should have hired some muscle.
It won't cut. I try again. It's useless.
Luckily, we brought peanut butter with us.
It's the mobile patrol. I pray he doesn't see us.
How would he not see you?
If we're spotted, it's all over.
Unless he's drunk driving or driving with his fucking eyes closed.
It's only 5 feet from the outer fence. When we look up, he's driven right past.
What the fuck is the point in the mobile patrol? Why even have the fucking ice cream man drive around? What is he looking for? Them standing up waving at him? Of course they're gonna be laying down. Why wouldn't he look down? Oh, hello, mobile officer. Yes, I'm trying to break out.
Fences before the count. I've got to think fast. I put the handle of the cutters on the ground and use my weight to try and cut it. It sounds like
I know, I'm waiting for like another couple days for live PD so they can get more up.
Let's go. Can you do another? Down.
Sure enough, a couple of seconds after the pop, a guard comes out.
Sounded like prisoners breaking out. Must have been the wind.
But he's just taking a break and goes back inside.
Okay, this is gonna take forever.
Then the helicopter patrol comes out and they land near us. They didn't find us.
Just give it to me.
It's taking far too long. It's now nearly 9 o'clock. There's only half an hour until count, and 2 fences to cut through.
Well, that's not happening at this pace. No
Insert
fucking way.
breakout related topic here.
He
Thanks,
twists the
computer
cutters
player.
around the link while squeezing as hard as he can.
You're not wrong, Bird. Sorry, I just saw that.
It snaps.
Back and forth.
As we cut more links, I'm starting to get more confident. Then we hear the PA sound that rec time is over.
So we went back and gave up. I love rec time.
Like 20 minutes left. We really need to get. You guys get going.
We're not gonna make it. We keep cutting. Finally, we're through. It's a great feeling. But there's still another fence to go.
Yeah, it took them like 40 minutes to get through that first fence. There's no way they do this in 20.
We're both real nervous now. Then we hear the worst sound possible.
Yeah, I don't know, Bird. That's what I'm thinking.
Count.
Thanks for the
The
resub,
count has
Whiskey.
to clear. Each person must be accounted for. And if the count doesn't clear,
They're dead.
an inmate has got a lot of explaining to do.
No, they don't. Just slit their throat on the spot.
There's only 10 minutes left.
In 10 minutes, the head
How do
count
they
will
have
be
a
over,
watch?
And they'll realize we're missing.
How does he know how much
There's
time
no
they
time
have?
to cut through the second fence.
Well, I guess maybe counting
We
it in
try
his
and see
head.
a way to climb over it.
There's way too much razor wire. No way. We can't get over that.
I'm about to tell Frank we should turn back when he says,
Okay, give me the cutters.
he leans over the razor wire at the bottom of the fence. It cuts, no problem.
Big move.
It's a much thinner gauge wire, but we still don't have much time.
Come on.
In less than 5 minutes, we have a hole big enough to jump through.
Well, then what the fuck was the holdup on the last one?
Then I dive through.
Well, you don't have to, like,
I'm free.
Hollywood stuntman it. You can just get through casually and not risk the injury.
The count didn't
I did a
clear.
backflip over the fence.
That's when the thought comes up. Hey, what's going on here?
They came into the block where Ronnie was and where I lived, and they went down to his cell.
Man, Mike Guglielmo is just telling the whole story.
Dang. Charlie, our hair is getting all kinds of
I
sexy
know, man.
long. Growing my hair out too, and the confidence inside my body is swelling.
That's the power of long hair, baby.
Check this cell over here. They locked the place down, and of course the guards were in a panic.
This guy looks like that short guy, the bagel boss, the one that hates women.
At this point, I knew those guys
But this guy's a little more bald. Thanks for the
My
prime
pager
large
went
meatball.
off, and it was a signal to contact the facility immediately.
What's going on?
They informed me that we had a possible escape.
So what happened?
The impact of that news is pretty devastating.
How did the mobile patrol not find him?
Informed them to
Well, the mobile
initiate
patrol is drunk, per
procedures,
usual.
and I was on my way.
They'll be looking for us by now. We've still got to run 5 miles to a nearby town where we're going to try and steal a car. I wish I hadn't smoked all those cigarettes.
I came to the facility, and one of our K9 units had been activated. Within minutes, we had
I love the way they
detected a
talk
trail
about
that
police
was on
dogs.
that
It makes them
trail.
sound like fucking Terminators.
We were really expecting to
The
have
K9 engaged kill
before they could
protocol
actually get out of the area.
and took to the air.
We just keep running. But after a couple of miles, I know we're in trouble.
Yes, the cops are getting close.
If we don't find a car soon.
Captions right on the money again. NASA got second class.
Warden Tillman here. Go ahead.
You're fired.
K9 supervisor communicated to me that
This is the first prison breakout in 40 years.
Pretty hot on the trail.
They've gone into the woods. We're not far behind.
This way.
I'm thinking to myself, we got these guys. We'll have them back within an hour or so.
That's sweet. Thanks, Red Mask.
As we get to the edge of town, things go from bad to worse.
It's too busy. You won't be able to steal a car.
What do you suggest we do then?
I say we keep running.
Let's go to the strip club.
Warden Tillman here.
When the K9 officers called, it really was a big deal. A real big deal.
Did you get them?
Thanks for the resub,
Bad news,
Maryland.
boss. The dogs have lost the scent.
What?
Ooh.
We're at a highway near Enfield.
I was informed
Ooh, that could have been a really smart play from these guys. I don't know how dogs hunt prisoners, but what if they just stopped and, like, pissed? Like, down the opposite way they were going, you know what I mean? Just really throw them for a loop.
Immediately, I started to contact.
Or maybe a
state
dog's
police,
nose
local
is, like,
police.
fine-tuned enough to know the
This is just
urine from
beyond me.
body. I don't
And,
really know.
I wish there was something else I could do to get them back.
No, not shit, because you can't move in shit. Then you'd be, like, hunkered down for an entire shit, and that's just inefficient. Then you have, like, an itchy asshole if you don't wipe. That wouldn't be worth.
From supervisor.
Hello?
As quickly as possible, I arrived at the command post at Summers Prison. Glad to hear.
That's a really good... Now that could work. They had so much peanut butter, they should have rubbed it all over themselves so the dogs could never find them.
As best as possible.
Well, dogs love peanut butter. Maybe they'd find them even faster. I don't really know, but that would have been
Setting
smart.
perimeters, as well as roadblocks in hopes of finding them within that secured area. These individuals are dangerous, and the fear is always that someone else will become a victim unless we capture them right away.
The cops are everywhere. It's going to be getting light soon, and I'm exhausted. We've got to get off the streets.
door might work.
We
Ooh,
find an
jackpot.
office without an alarm and break into it.
Lucky guess. Do I think I'd be able to successfully escape after watching these? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? The only way I'd even attempt escaping is just sexual favors all the way up the food chain until they just say enough is enough. Let them out.
Look at this. We got 2
Fuck all
fingers.
this.
You take
Run
one, I take
5
one.
miles after cutting 3 gates
I'm
using
afraid
peanut
what
butter and a
Frank will
hacksaw.
I'm just a burglar who had a drug problem. I don't want to hurt anyone.
No, I say we run.
No way. Let's do this.
Dogs to love peanut butter, Charlie. They love it no matter where you put it. Wink, wink. Maybe the second wink was unnecessary.
Thanks, Scotty.
We step out, holding knives.
Don't look at me. Give me the keys to the truck.
All right.
I'm afraid Frank will kill them.
So I kill
So I
Frank.
get him out of the way, quick.
Both of you get in the office now. Go on!
Don't look at him. Move. Move. Come on.
I get the man to empty his pockets. He doesn't have any money. I cut the cords to the window blinds and tie them up. I'm not happy about what I've done, but I'm relieved that no one is hurt.
Oh, you know, it'd be a really smart play as well. What if they, you know, they couldn't find a vehicle or anything and they don't want to be violent, so they steal one of like the Play and Trade or GameStop mascots costumes, like the Sonic the Hedgehog full body costumes, and just hold signs on the street. Everyone ignores those people.
Was perpetrated by Vanderveer and Ruth.
Damn, I wonder how far you could get with that strat.
They're becoming more desperate, and you're concerned what else they could do. Unfortunately, these people interrupted them.
They saw your vehicle, correct?
Yeah, they took a vehicle.
And they've gotten away in a vehicle. Now, it's good and bad. It gives us something to look for, number one. But on the other hand, we know that they could be going anywhere.
Now am I gonna try it? That could be fun. Maybe like challenge who's like a world-renowned bounty hunter.
Going into New Jersey.
I don't know, like some like real big shot bounty hunter. See if he can find me in like an hour. And I'll just hide as one of those mascots twirling a sign, like outside of his house.
I see a fast food joint.
An hour would be too long. I'd probably die of heat stroke in that time, so probably a little less than that. Maybe like 30-minute challenge.
Burger, fries.
I can't believe what I see.
I don't think Dog does bounty hunting anymore.
What?
The cops.
Where?
Right behind us.
I'm blocked in, and I got nowhere to run. It looks like the game is up.
Thanks to the resub, Obama.
We're done.
That was on Nathan for you?
I
Fuck.
see the cop open his door.
Nathan thought of everything. God damn it.
He's getting out.
What? Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
He's getting out of the car.
My heart's racing. I can't believe it's gonna end here. Then the cop does something I don't expect.
He shits his pants. Oh.
He walks right past and into the burger place.
Let's get the hell out of here.
We stop at a shopping mall and steal a
They're
license
making
plate
good
from a truck.
progress. They got really lucky though. The fucking prison guards back at the prison were on like easy difficulty. The AI was set to the beginner mode. Fucking mobile transport searchlight cops somehow didn't see them.
I don't know anything from your end.
So far, nothing.
The investigation was going nowhere. But we know that in a previous crime that Vanderveer had committed,
I have
he was
not
alleged
watched
to have
Jack Ryan,
been
no.
wearing women's clothing.
Can you put the word out to be on the lookout for a male matching Vanderveer's description?
Is that how they're gonna catch him?
dressed as a woman?
Missing Frank Vanderveer
What?
serving time for murder at Ronald Root.
He's not. I don't think he's like addicted to it. Like he probably didn't immediately leave the prison and then dress in women's clothing. That's probably not gonna get him. He could still be a man.
Vanderveer is a transvestite.
A transvestite.
Can you describe him?
It's a unique strategy, officer.
Certainly well over 100 leads regarding the whereabouts of Vandervan Route 10. Unfortunately, none of those leads were going anywhere. And I'm feeling a little frustrated that
I have to question that strategic play. I don't know if John Madden drew that one up, but that's a weird angle to work.
And she believes that Vanderveer is actually staying at her motel. The first thing she tells me is that he's described himself as a financial advisor. Now, I knew that Frank Vanderveer's background was as a stockbroker, so that intrigued me a little bit.
What did you put down for an address?
When she gave me the address, I noticed that the
It was the prison's address.
address he gave was the exact same house number of another relative that I knew was his.
He said 102.
It looked to me to be extremely promising, and certainly the most promising lead we'd had up to that point.
Which is why I didn't follow it up.
He indicates to me he was to return later on that afternoon.
Jesus, that's in less than 2 hours. Here, give me the FBI, please.
I immediately made a phone call to FBI.
Thanks for the prime
Get
bacon.
out there before then. Is there any way you can send some of your guys?
Vanderveer was convicted on murder charges. That tells me that if cornered again, you may be able to kill again.
Thanks for the prime, Jim Soy.
DeFonso.
I happened to
And
get a
Odin
hold of
Jr.
a couple of our agents down in the New York office. He's where? I got a hold of Don Kleber and I said,
I need you to fly over there.
Oh, yeah?
how long we got?
He's expected 3 p.m.
Vanderveer was due back later that afternoon. So we were now under the gun to get there before he would show up at the hotel. Let's roll.
Ooh, yeah, fuck that coffee cup. That's extreme. Now you know it's serious.
We expected that
Highly unnecessary. You could just set it in the cup holder and get the same effect. Just drive off, but fuck that cup in particular. Yeah, just a quick casual littering, I guess.
I want to get back to the motel. I'm gonna make a call.
What now? I don't ask what it's about.
Let's go.
I've given up hoping we're gonna get the money. The only reason I'm still with him is that I've nowhere else to go.
When we got to the hotel, my partner, Agent Higgins, and myself went in and interviewed the manager of the hotel. This gentleman, right?
And we arrested her.
Yes, this is the man I called about.
Are you sure?
Yes, he's staying here.
She positively identified the photo, and it was about that time that the two agents from Newburgh arrived on.
Thanks for the resub, Senpai.
We gave them the key and instructed
Thanks,
them
man.
to go and take a look around.
I have a positive ID on Vanderveer in the room. We got documents with his name on it.
So what was the whole point in putting out a nationwide blast talking about how he likes to dress in women's clothing? That didn't really help them here, did it?
We had no more than 10 or 15 minutes from the scheduled 3 o'clock where Vanderveer was going to be back.
Thanks to the prime Bucks baller.
150.
I don't really get that. I guess they just wanted to maybe rile him up. We have 2 escaped inmates. Both have remarkably small wieners and are huge pussies that they won't come fight me in the back of the school lot at 3 p.m.
And have a good view of the entrance to the hotel. We were putting on
Thanks for
our
the
vests.
resub, like it in the prime,
Right at 3
Alec.
o'clock, and Vanderveer showed up.
Will you look at that? I do not believe it.
He was the only person in the car
Thanks for the
that
resub,
we could
Wally.
see, and he just drove very slowly, nonchalant, and went right by us.
We got a positive ID on Vanderveer. He is here in the lot. Repeat, he is hot here in the lot. Copy?
Copy that.
We looked at each other and laughed and thought, can't believe this is the only fugitive who's ever shown up on time.
That's a good one.
And we pulled out and followed the
Good old
truck
cop
down
joke,
to the
I
back
guess.
building.
We're driving up to our room when I get a feeling that something's wrong.
Thanks to the resub, Jam.
I see a car with some guys in it. I tell Frank I think they're cops.
Take it easy.
And that's when Frank pulls out his badge. He's been an officer this whole time.
Getting paranoid.
Vanderveer is approaching now. Do you copy?
Copy that.
Ooh, that's gonna be a big birthday surprise
By the
right
time
there.
we came around the last building, they had exited the truck.
They're both here.
It's one of those oh my God moments. That's the first time we realized we had both Vanderveer and Rutan.
Busted.
Cops. Guns. I panic.
Oh, go, go. Hold it right there.
Rutan took off running to my right, and Vanderveer took off running to
Well,
my
not the
left.
most athletic of escapes,
The
but
two agents
I guess it's
inside
working.
Instinctively took off after Rutan. Agent Higgins and myself took off after Vanderveer. We got a lot going on at this moment, and it's all gone pandemonium.
What was the point in fixing your guns on the door if you weren't going to shoot them on sight? At that point, why not just have tasers there and tase them when it comes open?
Vanderveer was at the top of the fence, and he dropped to the ground just in front of us.
Stop right there. It's over.
He was a wild animal being chased.
Stop.
I need backup now. I'm on the Rutan, in pursuit.
Fred.
I'm not climbing that fucking fence, fuck that. I'm going home.
Around. I cut into an alley. But they're right on top of me.
When I came around the corner, it was the oddest sight I've ever seen. Another agent had pinned
Thanks to the
Rutan
Prime
with his
Shrimps.
car.
The cop jumps out with a gun and aims it at me. That's when I know it's all over.
When we handcuffed Rutan, he was compliant. He'd given up.
Thanks to the Prime clap trapping.
It was all over. There was no fight left in him. We were grateful for that.
So we only extended his sentence by 2 lifetimes.
But I guess this is the end of the road. And all I can think is, was it worth it?
No.
I should have just done my time.
What did you accomplish by escaping?
I don't know when I'll see Frank again.
One of the bits of information Rutan provided was that they had been staying at different malls, and New York State Police waited and in the hopes that Vanderveer would return.
Thursday, the police siege on Spring Valley began.
Thanks, Bacon. I don't know if it is or not, to be honest. That's very sweet.
The Econo Lodge. He was finally caught Saturday at a shopping mall in Paramus, New Jersey, 20 miles away.
Holy shit, it looks like Mick
We were glad that
Juggernuggets
no
from
civilian
YouTube.
had gotten hurt, and no law enforcement officer had gotten hurt.
That was
Someone
easy.
was seriously injured.
Ish.
I don't know, how I live with myself. So to know that they were back in custody was absolutely great for me.
Thanks to the resub combat. So we got 22 years added to his 19 years. Hey, it's coming, it's right around the corner.
The message that the inmates received out of this, and the message that is sent to them, is that, you may leave, you may escape, but we'll get you.
That's not the message you want to send to them. Our prison sucks, and there's a good chance you'll figure out how to escape, but we also might get you if you do. What kind of shit message is that? Fuck, now I'm in the Breakout rabbit hole. I want to watch another. God damn it.